2026 will be the best year in the life of these zodiac signs. Write briefly and powerfully about 2026. 2026 will be a turning point, fateful and powerful. It is then that for some zodiac signs the path to greatness, wealth, love, and the most important victories of their lives will open up. This is not just a calendar year. It is a point where fate gives a chance that only comes once. For some, it will be the dawn of new strength. For others, the fulfillment of their most cherished dreams. It is in 2026 that certain signs will feel how everything around them begins to fall into place, as if the universe itself is pushing them towards success. These people will become symbols of good luck, examples of strength and inspiration. Want to know if your sign or the signs of those dear to you are among this select group? Then watch until the end, because what lies ahead is a revelation that will change your outlook on the future. Subscribe to the channel right now so you don't miss out on secret knowledge and predictions that will help you live 2026, not just successfully, but truly magnificently. The first sign is Aquarius. For Aquarius, 2026 will be a year when personal efforts and years of perseverance come together to form a single picture of success. Areas where you previously had to settle for small results will suddenly begin to bear significant fruit. Starting in January, new sources of income will appear that will not be limited to one-time payments, but will result in a stable cash flow. For those working in technology, medicine, finance, or creative industries, opportunities will open up to take positions that previously seemed unattainable. It is especially important that this year Aquarius will be able to establish a reputation as a specialist whose opinion will be listened to at the highest levels. Spring will bring unexpected offers related to joint projects. People who previously avoided Aquarius will begin to seek cooperation with them because they will see them as a guarantee of stability and quality. An important point is the ability to allocate resources correctly. Profits will be significant, but it is important not to spread yourself too thin, but to direct funds into long-term investments. Real estate, international projects, new markets, all of this will be accessible. Aquarius will not only increase their capital, but also lay the foundation for financial independence for many years to come. Summer will be a time when success will also extend to your personal life. Stable relationships will be strengthened, and those who have been looking for a partner will be able to meet someone who shares not only their emotions, but also their views on the future. It will be a union based on trust, mutual understanding, and common goals. For married representatives of the sign, the year will bring a chance to improve their living conditions, expand their space, or even move to a more prestigious place of residence. The autumn will mark the beginning of a period of recognition. Awards, bonuses, promotions, new positions, all this will be the natural result of hard work. Aquarius will see that their investment of time, energy, and knowledge has paid off handsomely. During this period, it is worth being prepared for new responsibilities and increased accountability. But this is precisely what will be the key to the next level. Do not shy away from challenges, because they will open up access to resources that previously seemed blocked. Your environment will be particularly important. In 2026, you will be surrounded by people who are ready to support, help, and promote Aquarius's interests. These are not random acquaintances, but precisely those connections that lay the foundation for great things. Support will also come from influential people, which will speed up the process of achieving goals. It is important to remember to be flexible. The faster Aquarius adapts to change, the more benefits they will receive. The financial component will be record-breaking. Even the most cautious forecasts show growth several times. higher than in previous years. Those who take a risk and invest in promising projects will reap multiple rewards. For those who previously lived from paycheck to paycheck, 2026 will be the first year when there will be a real opportunity to build capital. The sphere of self-realization deserves special attention. Aquarius will be able to find a direction that will bring not only money, but also pleasure. Participation in international programs, entry into global markets, publications, and recognition in the professional community will all be part of the year. At the same time, there will be no feeling of overload. On the contrary, each new task will be an inspiring challenge. By the end of the year, Aquarius will realize that 2026 was a turning point. From a person who fought for a place in the sun, they will become someone who sets the rules. Their authority will grow, and their opportunities will expand so much that plans for the coming years will be formed from a position of strength and confidence. This is a time when any doubts will fade into the background, and confidence in their own abilities will become their main resource. The second sign is Pisces. For Pisces, 2026 will be a year when familiar boundaries will shift, opening the way to things they never even dreamed of before. The first months of the year will immediately show the direction. Unexpected financial inflows, lucrative offers, and contracts that will allow them to reach a level of stable and substantial income. Pisces will feel that circumstances are no longer working against them, but are working to their full advantage. February and March will be decisive. It is during this period that information will come about an opportunity that will change the financial picture for many years to come. For some, this will be a major partnership. For others, a successful investment. And for others, starting their own business that will be profitable from the very first months. It will be important not to miss the chance. 2026 is not about caution, but about decisive steps. In the spring, the energy of great change will enter the lives of Pisces. Debts that have been weighing them down will be paid off, and sources of income will expand. Those who have long sought a way out of a vicious circle of limitations will finally find it. Opportunities will arise to work internationally, collaborate with companies abroad, or develop projects that can generate income in different countries simultaneously. For many Pisces, this year will be a breakthrough in an area where they previously played a supporting role. In the summer, there will be an active movement toward personal growth and self-realization. Pisces will not only be able to increase their earnings, but also take up positions that will bring public recognition. These will not be one-off surges, but steady growth that will allow them to feel real confidence in the future. There will be a chance to purchase real estate, transport, and invest in long-term projects that will strengthen their financial base. In the fall, there will be what can be called the culmination of success. Pisces will achieve results that exceed expectations. This could be a large sum of money, a won tender, recognition at the industry level, or promotion to a prestigious position. The ability to allocate resources correctly will be especially important. During this period, doors will open to areas that were previously closed. Those who take advantage of this moment will be able to change their social status once and for all. Personal relationships will also be at their peak. Where there was misunderstanding, harmony will appear, and where there was loneliness, a partner will appear who will be supportive in all areas. This union is not based on emotions, but on a common goal and mutual respect. For Pisces who are married, the year will open up opportunities to strengthen the family's well-being, improving living conditions, moving to a more prestigious area, investing in children's education. The financial side will be a clear indicator of success. Pisces will feel that they no longer need to economize at every turn, but can afford to plan large purchases and make them without fear. Income levels will rise so much that their usual lifestyle will change. Travel, new experiences, and comfort will all become part of everyday life. Awareness of their own potential will be of particular importance. Pisces will see that their ideas are valued, their word carries weight, and their contribution to the common cause is appreciated. This year will be the year when they stop doubting their own abilities and start acting with confidence, which will open even more doors. By the end of the year, the picture will become clear. 2026 will cement Pisces' status as people who have not only achieved success, but have reached a fundamentally new level. This will be a time when any limitations of the past will disappear, giving way to stability, financial independence, and a clear understanding of where to go next. For Pisces, this year will be the period they will remember as the best time of their lives. The third sign is Cancer. For Cancer, 2026 will begin with the feeling that every step has a special value. The financial sphere will cease to be unstable. Fluctuations will be replaced by steady growth. Already in the first months, opportunities will arise related to real estate, long-term investments, and important deals. Where Cancer previously faced delays and misunderstandings, in the new year, everything will begin to move forward at an unexpected speed. Money will stop slipping away and will settle in your hands, creating a solid foundation. Your professional life will give you a strong boost. Where Cancer previously felt that their work was underappreciated, 2026 will bring recognition. This will be reflected in both income growth and offers from influential people. Situations where Cancer can take on a leadership role will be particularly evident. Their ability to organize and retain a team will become a source of significant profit. Every hour invested will result not just in a result, but in a tangible increase in capital. Personal life will directly affect money. For many Cancers, their partner or family will be the ones who give them the impetus to take decisive steps. This will be a year when you cannot put your personal life aside for the sake of material things. On the contrary, harmony in your close circle will be a point of growth for everything else. The stronger your connections with people are, the more financial opportunities you will have. Contacts with foreigners and travel will be particularly important. Any journey beyond your usual surroundings will bring not only impressions, but also real money. These could be projects, open markets, or collaborations that previously seemed unattainable. Cancer will discover that beyond their usual circle of opportunities lie incomes that could completely change their usual ideas about earning money. Be prepared for sharp jumps. 2026 will not bring smooth growth. On the contrary, income will come in powerful bursts when the amounts turn out to be much higher than expected. This will create tension. How to save? Where to invest? Is it worth the risk? The answer is simple. You will have to take risks, but only after careful consideration. Clear calculations and discipline will allow Cancer not only to retain their funds, but also to multiply them. Closer to summer, events will occur that will become turning points. A large sum of money will appear on the horizon, giving a feeling of complete freedom. This will be the result of many years of effort, when past hard work will finally be transformed into real wealth. However, the money will not come by itself. Behind every win will be a choice and a willingness to take responsibility. By the fall of 2026, Cancer will find themselves in a completely different position. Where they used to have to fight for every opportunity, now doors will open on their own. Influence and authority will increase, and with them, financial returns. By the end of the year, Many Cancers will be able to say that for the first time in their lives, they are not dependent on circumstances, but control them. The feeling of strength and stability that 2026 will bring will remain in their destiny for a long time. The fourth sign is Sagittarius. For Sagittarius, 2026 will begin as a year when circumstances will no longer dictate the rules, and they will become the center of attention. From the very first weeks, it will become clear where to go. And with that, specific opportunities will arise that will bring tangible income. This period will not be a series of random successes, but a consistent line of growth, where each step will reinforce the result of the previous one. Already in January, there will be large financial inflows related to decisions made at the end of 2025. This will be confirmation that long-term efforts are beginning to turn into real money. Particular attention should be paid to the professional sphere. Sagittarius will feel that their work or business is no longer a heavy responsibility, but a source of serious money. In 2026, they will be able to not only earn money, but also discover new levels of income that were previously unavailable. Projects related to training, process organization, and people management will bring particularly strong results. Here, Sagittarius will not be an executor, but a person who guides and gathers around them those who are capable of strengthening their ideas. From spring 2026, new contacts will become more active. Partners will appear in the business environment who will prove to be more useful than could have been expected. Meetings, negotiations, and joint plans will lead to money coming in not only from the usual sources, but also from new directions. It is in April-May that Sagittarius will be able to conclude deals that will bring a stable income throughout the year. This will not be a one-time success, but a solid foundation on which to build long-term projects. Summer will be a time when financial achievements will be reflected in your personal life. Money will allow you to get rid of old restrictions, fulfill what has been postponed for a long time, and feel the taste of freedom. Purchases will be significant. Real estate, transportation, investments in serious things that change the quality of life. Sagittarius will feel confident because their financial situation will no longer depend on random factors. Even unexpected expenses will be taken in stride, because there will always be a stable reserve behind them. Autumn 2026 will bring the culmination of growth. During this period, Sagittarius will be able to reap the harvest of everything they started earlier. It is then that their income will increase so much that they will no longer worry about the future. There will be opportunities to invest, create new projects, and expand what has already been started. Money will come not only in large amounts, but also with ease, as if the course of events itself is aimed at strengthening their position. The peculiarity of this year is that it will give Sagittarius not only material benefits, but also a sense of personal power. Success will be measured not simply by amounts, but by the fact that they will be able to afford to change direction and choose what is truly valuable. This is a time when they will be able to give up the unnecessary and boldly move into the new. Every decision made will turn into a benefit, and every step forward will be an opportunity to strengthen their position. By the end of the year, it will become clear that 2026 will be a turning point. Sagittarius will not only reach a new level of income, but will also consolidate it. This is a time when their life will be defined by opportunities rather than limitations. They will see that all their previous efforts have come together to form a single picture of success. And this picture will be so vivid that it will be impossible to return to the old framework. 2026 will be the year when money, work, and personal aspirations come together in a single line. and Sagittarius will be able to say to themselves, "This is how it was meant to be."